Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2016, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, we have got a new moon. The energy of money, of prosperity continues into this month. And really, it is this new moon early in the month that provides the crescendo for where you are and where it is that you're going. This particular new moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with money that you earn. It's earned income. It's your salary. It's your paycheck. It's also spending as well, what it is that you're spending your money on. When I see this new moon, it speaks to new opportunities seemingly coming out of nowhere. But also, you know, they say invention is the mother, is the parent of necessity. And that's what I see with this particular new moon. It's like there's a very inventive energy. There's a surprising energy that seemingly coming out of nowhere, opportunities happening for you. And yet, at the same time, there is a recognition on your part that something's got to change and that you're ready to change. You're ready to experience greater prosperity, or at the very least, you are ready to challenge any of your assumptions, any limiting self-beliefs that keep you from experiencing the type of prosperity you desire. It could also be that you're changing your perceptions around what prosperity means and what it doesn't. So there's this reshaping happening now, there's this realignment happening now where you are aligning prosperity, what it is that you desire to manifest in terms of money, in terms of abundance, what your salary is, with a sense of freedom, a sense of options, a sense of transcending fears and owning the future, particularly the future in terms of your income that you desire. So for some of you, I think that this is going to work out. Well, I think all Pisceans out there are going to be given opportunities to make more money. That looks pretty clear. So if you are open to finding new work, you've got lots of cosmic support to make that happen. But there is that, you know, like I said, transcending fears, some mixed feelings that ultimately allows you to connect with a more solid vision for your future, but also for your present. You're thinking in a grounded way. So it could be that the opportunity that shows up is slightly less than perfect. Might be slightly less than ideal for some reason. You're gonna have to decide what you're gonna do with it, if it's worth the money or not. That is a deeply personal question that you are going to be asking yourself, and that is for you to answer. For others of you out there, with what you're doing right now, whether you're self-employed, whether you are working within a company, an organization, this can be also that chance coming up very suddenly. Some changes take place, which means for you, more money being possible very quickly. And so if you decide to run with it, to go with it, I mean, it looks like ultimately, it's a vote of confidence that is bringing the opportunity to make more money. And it looks to me a little bit like even if you are resistant, even if you aren't certain, you are moving in a direction where you are going to own it. You're not going to say no. It looks like that. Whether it is because you need it, whether it is because you know that even though it's going to challenge you, it's good for you to actually own the opportunity. That doesn't mean you can't say no. Of course you can. But it's going to be about you deciding whether or not it works. And if you know that it's just your own fear, it's not necessarily anything more personal, then I do think you'll be very motivated to take up the opportunity. For others of you out there, you might be thinking a little bit more strategically. You might be thinking about making a purchase to invest in your financial future, your financial prosperity. So for example, if you have a business that is largely online, you might be thinking about getting a new computer, so that you can get online more efficiently, right? That could be a part of this energy. And if that is the case, if this energy ends up manifesting in that way, then I do believe, as I look at this, that it may be that, you know, there's a lot of different factors to consider with this particular new moon. So it's almost as if you're seeing what's working and what's not. You're considering all kinds of options as to what it is that you can purchase, but you're also mindful of the limitations. You're thinking about what you need right now, not necessarily, well, you still have a mind to and you still have an eye towards what you will need. You can anticipate that while you may not be able to acquire what it is that you will need. So again, it's about finding that right place where you can build on where you are. But also, I do think that there are going to be some Pisceans out there where that tool they need, like the money, just shows up. It just, like, somebody brings it to you, the exact right tool that you need to take your work, to take your business to the next level will just show up for you. And if there is even any little bit of, uncertainty or mixed feelings, you'll quickly put them to the side and just be really grateful for this tool that will allow you to create greater prosperity showing up for you. So there's a strong desire for prosperity, for changes in money, for greater prosperity. Some of you out there, I also think you may actually start your own business, with an online presence. That might be also part of the urge in the early part of the month. As we move towards the later part of the month, we are going to have a full moon happening in fellow water sign Scorpio. This is an energy that works very well with yours, but there's also a lot of dreamy romanticness to this vibe. I'll talk about that more in the love-focused horoscope. But in a general-focused horoscope, this is you dreaming about where you'd like to go, what you want to learn, what you need to do to actually manifest what you desire. So this could be you dreaming about traveling, dreaming about going to school, thinking about how it is that you can start to put more purposeful things in place that will allow you to achieve bigger and better things for yourself. It absolutely is possible for you, but remember this dreamy energy. So dream, let yourself envision, just release any kind of doubts that might be there, because you're just allowing yourself and allowing your mind to go in those directions. It might be a pipe dream that returns, but if it's returning, it is for a reason. So you can decide how you're going to hold that. You can decide how you're going to grab onto that and move forward with it. But ultimately, this is a full moon that's asking you to be honest with yourself about what you believe. It's asking you to be honest with yourself about where you desire a greater sense of happiness, a greater sense of enthusiasm for life, and to believe that it is possible for you. You are a Pisces, and you know that everything, absolutely everything that we see in our world and that you see in your life starts with a belief, not necessarily a thought. That's more of an air sign kind of thing. But for you, there's a deep understanding. It starts with a belief and it manifests in your reality. You're looking at that very part of reality, the belief that is so important now. And it's going through a loving shift that can't help but lead you in a direction of greater prosperity, of greater achievement, and a greater sense of your heart being full.